Thank you, Tom. We're back. Our next guest, you all know. Loni Anderson will be seen soon in an upcoming segment of Amazing Stories. You did one of those, right? Which airs on NBC on Sundays from 8 to 8:30. And soon in a television movie, what's wrong with my mouth tonight? Called A Letter to Three Wives, which I think is on the 11th of November. Would you welcome, please, Miss Loni Anderson?
Thank you.
Don't you look pretty tonight?
Thank you very much.
You ever get tired of hearing that?
No, never.
How about whistles?
It's wonderful.
Now, some of the real chauvinistic or pro-women would say, you know, men whistling at women is wrong and is crude.
I think you
and
should
so
whistle
forth.
back, right, ladies? I mean, really.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I want to start out by getting just like something straightened out here that you might want to join in on.
Sure.
You know those wonderful headlines that kind of jump out at you from the supermarket shelves?
Oh, you mean the tabloids,
yeah, you know
for
those.
lack of a better
I just
word?
want to straighten something out and say
They're
that
after you again?
I did not give birth to twins with mustaches. I did not do it, no. And Hal Needham does not live in our house.
That wouldn't
There.
surprise me. Do they?
Yeah.
Are you serious that they have? That wouldn't surprise
yes.
me.
Yeah. They had you know, one of those ads?
Yes.
Yes, with little bouncing heads with mustaches on them. Little
Right.
twins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They're trying
Very
to say
sweet.
something, aren't they?
I guess they
Does
are.
it bother
Do
you a
you-
great deal when they do things like that to you?
Well, most of the time you can just laugh them off. What do you,
Yeah.
do you just laugh them off? You have...
Yeah. No, some of them are so ludicrous. I think you have to laugh them off. But sometimes they're kind of
Yeah.
spiteful, I guess. What's the worst thing?
Yeah.
Was that the silliest thing that they ever
That
said?
was the silliest. That was the silliest. And, of course, the worst thing is that they just keep saying that you're coming and going and leaving and running off,
Yeah.
and you're not. You're just being normal.
You just got to lead your own life.
Yeah.
Forget it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this film a moment ago, but would that be something you'd like to do?
Lions.
Take a
I
trip
am
to the...
crazy about lions.
Yeah.
I have 3 cats, and I've always wanted
You
to
have
have a
cats?
lion. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I just love... You don't like cats?
No, you see, I got to be careful when I say I don't like cats. There are a lot of people in this country who love cats.
Me, yeah.
And if you say, I really don't care for them, I don't know what it is. It's like saying you don't like Lassie or Kate Smith or the American flag. Cats, they're just too damn independent.
Well,
They just sit there and stare at you.
Yeah, but...
You go here, kitty, kitty, kitty,
I have a couple that are...
and they look at you, right? They come when they want to, and...
Yeah, but I have a couple that are kind of dog-like, you know, that come up and
Oh,
when they want
that's more
attention,
like
and they
it.
go like this, you know. And,
Really?
And kiss you and everything. They're really sweet. Persians, they're really...
Well, that's okay
Yeah.
then. You're from... I always don't know what Dakota you're from. South Dakota?
No, Minnesota.
Why do I think South Dakota?
Well, it's all in the same area.
That's very close.
Minnesota, yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah. Is this something... Did you, when you were a small girl, is this something you wanted to do in Minnesota? Be an actress, television?
Oh, I always wanted to be an actress.
Always?
Yeah, always. From the time I can remember, I wanted to be an actress. I acted in my room, you know, and I played out everything I ever saw alone in my room. And everybody said, isn't she nice? Isn't she quiet? She entertains herself. I always wanted to do that.
Are you shy? Is that why you did that? Most people I know
Very
do
shy,
that.
very
To lose
shy.
yourself.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I did my first production when I was 10 years old. I played an Indian princess, an American Indian named Bo Bright. And I sang and danced and all those things. So I have a fantasy to play an Indian again, just in case anyone's listening.
Yes.
I'd like-
All you people casting Indian pictures. Now, The Amazing Stories that you did was directed by Burt,
By
right?
Burt Reynolds, yes.
Now, you have a close personal relationship.
Yes.
And I certainly don't want to ask you how close that is, because that's really none of my business. But I assume it's damn close. Having said that, now, you know how to get. Is it tough when you know somebody so well? Now he's going to direct you. You're an actor. He's the director.
Right. You can't
that-
bring anything from home into...
Can't that create a little
yeah.
bit of
Well, it
friction
could.
on the job?
We had to decide right off that we were not going to bring anything from home to the set, that it's a
Right.
director-actress relationship, and you
Right.
leave all the personal...
Sure. Now that's great in
things
theory, but
at home.
how does it work?
It actually worked. It worked so well that this was kind of a test for us to see if we could do this together. And now we want to work together again. I'd like him
Really?
to direct me again.
Is
Yeah,
he a good
it worked
director?
great. He's a wonderful director.
Do you take direction well, or do you argue?
We didn't argue about anything. I really respect him.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he was the boss.
Oh, that's interesting. Do we have a little excerpt here or something?
Oh, I have to tell
Is-
you about it first.
Yes,
I
do.
wanna
I
tell
know
you.
Dom is in
Dom DeLuise is in it, and it's a love story between Dom and me. Isn't
No,
that
nothing against
sweet?
Dom. Nothing against Dom.
Yes. No.
I mean, Dom is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
And I have to kiss Dom.
Well, it's not difficult, is it?
No, he has soft lips. He's very sweet. And he's very sexy in it. And all the women around kept saying, boy, Dom DeLuise is sexy. But, you know, that can happen just in the, depending on how you play the scene.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, if here we have a friendship, and if you act like a leading man and you act like you're in love, that can really work. Like, you and I are friends, right?
Yeah.
And we could do a love scene together, and then all of a sudden that would all go away and disappear, the friendship, and we would actually, to the audience, appear as lovers.
What do you, I don't...
Well, not like...
Just let me... not being an actor, I don't...
just something very simple, like, why don't you just, like, ask me out to dinner tonight or something?
In other words, if we were doing a scene?
Yes.
I think of my motivation here. My motivation, of course, is I want to get through dinner and get you into my room. Right, so I'm thinking ahead past it. I'd like to have dinner with you very much tonight.
Oh, I'd like that, as long as I can stay over for breakfast in bed.
We'll be right back. They had me have the line up. Okay, the film clip is from, we're going to see in a moment. Is this the one with Dom?
This is with Dom, and this is where we meet. It's called Guilt Trip. Dom plays guilt. It's like, you know, Death Takes a Holiday. This is like Guilt Takes a Holiday, so...
And this is a little
Dom
love?
is guilt, yes, a little love story.
Okay,
Yeah.
watch the monitor.
Hi. You are so lovely.
Yes.
Yes. And you can take a compliment, too. I like that, Naganis.
No, lovely is my name.
Your name. Gee. So your mom really took a risk. I mean, you are lovely. I mean, really beautiful. But you could have had a mustache and looked like Boris Karloff.
I've always been attracted to Boris in a spooky sort of way. Would it bother you if I had a mustache?
No. Would you like to have dinner with me tonight?
Yes.
Oh, swell. And then when I left Harvard, with my Phi Beta Kappa key shining
Will
in
there be
the
anything
sun.
else for you this evening, sir?
Will you take a cab? My key was glistening in the afternoon sun with all those co-eds weeping. Don't go.
Oh, why don't we go up on deck?
Oh, no. You haven't finished your mousse.
I'm not hungry.
I mean, it's a lot of perfectly good food. It's just going to waste. You could feed a family of 6.
You're trying to make me feel guilty.
Well, just-
But no, it's not going to work. I came on this cruise to have a good time, and you're not going to stop me.
Sir, blow. Listen, you are so beautiful when you're embarrassing me in front of a room full of people.
Oh, no. I'm not beautiful. Just very, very pretty.
That's good. I can believe that. Yeah. I could believe that.
Wasn't he sexy?
Yeah, he came out very
yes,
nice little
he's
scene.
very sweet.
You cook it all?
Do I cook?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I love to cook. I really do. I gourmet cooking and everything.
Like what?
Oh,
What's gourmet?
Oh, you know, beef stroganoff and...
I mean, high-class stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that. And when I'm not doing anything, when I'm at home and cleaning the closets, you know, between jobs and stuff, I love to cook.
Yeah.
And Bert enjoys my cooking.
He does?
Yeah.
What do you make for him? Beef stroganoff?
Well, now I've gotten down to what he really likes to eat, but the very first meal I made for him was a total disaster because I didn't know him very well, and I really went all out to make this incredible meal. And I made mushrooms, escargot, and I made duck à l'orange with wild rice and a cheesecake from scratch at the end. Bert hates mushrooms, he will not eat rice, and he was hypoglycemic at the time and couldn't eat any sweets of any kind. So he couldn't eat any of the dinner at all.
Big hit.
It was a smash, yeah.
We've cut away. We'll be right back. And the snails? What are you talking about?